Today we're going to demonstrate the efficiency of using Xcluder Fill Fabric versus copper mesh for pest exclusion. Now there are two things to consider when talking about efficiency of pest exclusion. Number one is what's the material cost, and number two, how easy and quickly does it install. To demonstrate this, we've prepared a 1 by 6 inch piece of lumber. We've drilled several 1 inch diameter holes, and we'll fill some of them with Xcluder Fill Fabric and some with copper mesh.
For similar size holes, you'll need only about 1/10 the length of Xcluder as you would for copper mesh. For this demo, we've cut 10 10-inch pieces of copper mesh and 10 1-inch pieces of Xcluder. First, let's see how long it takes to install 10 holes using Xcluder. Fold Xcluder so that it's about 1/2 the size of the hole, and use a blunt instrument to press Xcluder into place until it's just below flush with the surface of the hole. Now let's fill the other 9 holes. There, it took about 90 seconds to install Xcluder in 10 holes. Now let's see how long it takes to install copper mesh in the same number of holes. Unlike Xcluder, you can't just fold copper mesh in half and press it in. It takes a bit more work to get copper mesh to fit into the hole. You may be asking, why does it take 10 inches of copper mesh to do the same job as only 1 inch of Xcluder? The answer is that Xcluder's combination of stainless steel wool and polyfibers provides spring back, locking Xcluder permanently in the hole. Copper mesh doesn't have the same spring back. Testing has shown that it takes almost twice as much force to dislodge Xcluder from this type of hole as it does copper mesh. There, now for the other 9 holes. Done. It took about 4 minutes and 5 seconds to fill 10 holes using copper mesh.
Okay, we just filled 20 holes, 10 with Xcluder Fill Fabric and 10 with copper mesh. Now the 10 with Xcluder Fill Fabric took about 90 seconds, about 4 minutes and 5 seconds for the copper mesh. So that's an almost 3-to-1 ratio. It's 3 times faster to use Xcluder than it is copper mesh. Okay, to wrap it up, the material cost of Xcluder Fill Fabric is about half the cost of copper mesh per hole filled. Additionally, it installs in about 1/3 of the time, making it the clear choice for your pest exclusion.